Hey YouTube, this is Aaron from Team APG. I just finished doing a deck profile for my new Speedo Stun deck, and so I also want to show you guys my Sun and Moon Dragon deck. I absolutely love this archetype, but for the longest time I just never got around to collecting the cards, and it just didn't seem like it could be very good. But I've actually made it a very competitive deck, and it keeps up with the current meta and all that, so yeah, so it's good. It's good if you guys, it's not expensive at all, so it's pretty budget. There's maybe, well, yeah, there's a BLS and stuff and a couple Kaias, but other than that you can make it without those cards. Those are just texts that I decided to put in, but yeah, so it's pretty budget, and it's a fun deck, and it's pretty competitive too. So for the monsters, there's 3 Supe. I was running 2 for a bit, but it just wasn't consistent enough, and so I just put 3 in to make it better, and so it's actually really good with 3, so it works out. And then you run the 3 Fire Ant. Obviously you run these guys as your main tuners of the deck. You can't get out your Sun or Moon Dragons without these guys, so you gotta run them. And then you also have to run level 5s, because they sync with 5s to create those dragons. And so I also run only 2 of the Oracle. They're really good. All 3 of these guys work together. When this guy is destroyed, you can search out any one of these and add them to your hand. When this guy is destroyed by a card effect, he can special summon this guy from your deck, and his attack is doubled until the end phase, and then he returns back to your hand. Then when this guy is destroyed by battle, you can special summon any level 5 in your graveyard, and then it's sent to the grave during the end phase. So they're all really good. They just weren't that competitive, but I feel like I've done the job. And then on top of that, you run Interplanetary Purple Thorny Dragons, 2 of them. I feel this card was totally made for the deck, because the whole deck works off monsters being destroyed, and this card's level 5 and special summons when a monster is destroyed. So it's really good. And then you can get special summons off really easy. So double Kaias it's surprisingly really consistent in this deck. I have found myself almost always having a Kaias to work with, and always something to tribute for it. So you can special summon really easy with this deck. So, and then also when Sangan searches out any of the first 8 monsters that I showed you guys. And then there's also Gores, because you do run back row, but they're pretty much all chainable. So 1 Trag, really good. You get him on the field, you can target one of your level 5, summon your Supe or your Fire Ant and get it off. And then the 1 BLS. Yeah, there is only 2 lights in the main deck, but I'll show you with these next 3 cards where the other lights come from. Okay, and so that's the monsters. There's 16 monsters. Not a lot, but that's all you need. And then also, because I run need level 5, so I run Instant Fusion, which is really good for the deck. This card makes the deck so much better. So if you guys are not running this in your deck, you need to be running it at 3, because it's so good. It's an instant one of any of your dragons, any level 8, any level 6, or anything else you can make. And then with them, I have other light targets. I'm missing just one. I need one more Drum Knight. I decided to go with him the most out of the other 2. Out of all 3, because there's this guy, and there's also that Spellcaster one, which is good if you want to run, what's it called? Wonder Wand. Because this guy's Spellcaster, so you can actually tribute him off if you'd like. He doesn't get his effect, but you can tribute him off to draw 2 cards, and then if you want to use Instant Fusion for the Spellcaster. Oh, never mind, he is the Spellcaster, so the other one's the Warrior, I think. So you tribute him off, and you can get 2 draws and stuff. Yeah, I went with the Drama Knight, because he's a 25, and so if I use him, he gets destroyed, but if I Monster Reborn him, then I can put him in defense mode or something. And then I select 2 space my monster opponent controls, and they can't use those monster slots, and so it's really good. And so yeah, I run those for the 5s, and it just makes the deck so good. So run these 3, and then triple duality to. It helps the deck out a lot. You need a lot. I've noticed the deck was kind of slow, and so I needed to speed the deck up a bit, and so I put the dualities in to help it out a lot. It really helps. Then I have 1 upstart. The 1000 isn't that big of a problem because the Sun Dragon's 3000, and whenever he's targeted, or whenever he's destroyed or sent to the graveyard or something like that by battle, you destroy, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half that monster's attack, and then destroy the monster. And so it's really good. It helps out a lot. And also with these, you pay 1000, but when Moondragon's targeted for an attack, you gain life points equal to half that monster's attack that attacked it. So the life point, your life points are perfectly fine with all this stuff. So then for staples, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Book of Moon, Pavaveris, and Space Typhoon. I might want to run 2 Space Typhoon, I just can't find room. It's pretty stuffed right now, the deck. So, and then for traps, it was pretty slow, so I had to make it faster. These are actually, I don't use these just for the draw. The fact that I can negate, or not really negate an attack, but I take no damage, is really good. Because the cards work off being destroyed, so if I'm being attacked and I don't want to take the damage, I activate this, take no damage, the monster still gets destroyed, and I can special summon my interplanetaries, or I get off my effects of any of my monsters. And then I get to draw a card. It's actually really good in this deck. And it's good draw power, so 3 of these. The Michael Balan, I think his name is. He had a good idea with these Reckless, so I run 3 Reckless, really good, especially if you got a decent amount of draw power in the deck. So then you can draw into these and use multiples at one time. And so yeah, run 3 of these for a little bit more draw power. And 2 Compulse for a little bit more control. Destruct Potion. This is a really good card for the deck, because if they're going to deprison your Moondragon or your Sun Dragon or anything like that, you just use Destruct Potion, send it to the grave, destroy it, send it to the grave, and you gain either 3000 or 2500 attack or life points. And so, like I said, your life points are fine even with you paying 1000 for each of those future or instant fusions. Your life points are perfectly fine. And also with this, it also combos good with this, because you can use that, gain life points, and then you can negate, or you can take no damage that turn. So I've got some pretty good combos with these 2. They're really good. And the interplanetaries and all that. And then I also run 2 Torrential, just for a little more field control. And so that's it for the main deck. In the extra deck, there is 1 Cataster. I don't remember exactly how I get him out. I don't even know if I can get him out anymore. I might switch him up. I was running Thunder King, so I think that's why I put him in here, but I could Monster Reborn a level 4 or something like that, and then use Supe maybe, I don't know. But Cataster, Brio, you can make 6s really easily. Double Moondragon, because it's Sun and Moondragon deck. Only run 2 because 3 takes up too much space and 1 is not enough. So that's also Black Rose. You can make 7s with your Supe and your Caius and all that. Stardust, because you can make 8s really easy. Scrap Dragon, and then the double Sun Dragon. And so those are the synchros. You run, and so you can make 8s really easy, so I run a decent amount of 8s, run 4 I think it was. So. Then you run a lot of 5s, and those instant fusions are perfect for the deck, and so you can make 5s real easy for Ixies. So there's 1 Aegis, 1 Tyrus, and then 1 Zenmail. And then the last 3 are the fusions, and so 15 extra deck, and that's the whole extra deck. And so it's a fun deck. It's actually pretty competitive. It keeps up. Just make sure you play your cards right, and yeah, you'll do good. So have a good day, guys.